it's a good life, but it's not the life I want. And I wanted to be like ruthless about the fact that, if I'm not getting what I really want, then I might as well stay where I am. So I was like, what's next? I got offered a job in Dubai actually, and to work for a salon there. And at the time I was like, okay, I got the money, I'm going to go to Dubai and check it out. So I flew to Dubai, booked a holiday, went to the salon that offered me the job, and like on paper it looked incredible. Like, accommodations paid, flights home are paid. It sounds amazing, but
And were you making more money?
you would make more money, but you work way harder, because there you work until like 9 o'clock at night. Yeah, I went there and I saw this life that I could live, and I was like, nah, this isn't what I'm looking for. Yes, it's a good life, but it's not the life I want. And I wanted to be like ruthless about the fact that, if I'm not getting what I really want, then I might as well stay where I am. So I came back and I was like, I'm not too sure about Dubai. Like, it's not sitting well with me intuitively. And then my best friend was like, you love Cape Town. Why don't you just move there? And I was like, I know, but I kind of wanted to leave South Africa, I was like, maybe Portugal, but it was COVID time and it wasn't a good time to like work in the hair industry there. So I'm just going to move to Cape Town.
Well, you basically did leave South Africa coming to Cape
Yes,
Town.
I didn't realize what I was getting myself into. And it felt right, so I did it. And within 3 months, like, it felt like almost like God or the universe had my back, because I decided I was going to move, but I also knew that if I was going to move to Cape Town, like, it's a little bit more expensive. I need a little bit of like capital to like support myself for the first year. So I said I'm going to put my property on the market, and I'm also going to put it up for rent, and whichever comes first, it's meant to be. Like, I'm going to let that happen. So within the first month, the first person who actually looked at my property, if I'm correct, put an offer down, and I think they bought it. So like, it sold really quickly. Everything just went like this, and before I knew it, I was in Cape Town. Like, I didn't even get a chance to process the decision I'd made. It just like flowed. Cape Town's so cliquey, you're not gonna make friends, it's really hard. You go to Cape Town with money, not to make money. And I was just like, yeah, it's fine.
Why do people have that stigma of Cape Town?
I refuse to believe it, and I refuse to let it navigate how I'm gonna experience Cape Town. And hey, I had no friends. I moved here, I didn't know anyone. I had one friend. So it was a vulnerable thing, but I guess that's my personality. I liked the challenge. I needed something new. So yeah, I came here, started from scratch, and built up a network and a client base from there.